Hey everyone, Trader Investor here again. I wanted to recap what we discussed this morning. So this morning I mentioned why I was not going long on SPY because we were at a double top. Because we were at a double top, I was not going long this morning. So when I recorded the videos earlier this morning, we were about here, I believe. I think we were about here, or maybe a little bit earlier. So I mentioned everything looked good for an entry for the VWAP, 15 minutes, opening range, perspective. Everything looked really good. I was happy with the setup, but I was not happy with the entry because we were at the double top. And as I said, if price were to go down, test the opening range somewhere, that don't know where, but it happens to be right at the midpoint, and reverse, we could have a potential entry. All that is great. So let's zoom out and see where we stand as we zoom out. So here's the area that we tested. So we tested this low here. We did really well. And we made a high. We made a higher high. Sorry, we made a high. We made a higher low. So I'll really mark it. We have a low. We have a higher low. But what is missing is we need somewhere a higher high to be very confident that this movement has terminated. For us to say this has terminated its down move, we need a higher high somewhere, somewhere above this resistance line that I drew. And again, as part of my rule, when the trend line is broken, I would normally enter. But we made a double top earlier in the day. We had a pullback. We broke the trend line from the pullback. But here, what we have a high here, and here we have a lower high. So all of this have to be taken into consideration when we're placing trades. It's not just, oh, boom, 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 setup, go, but boom, 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 setup, what is anything else that could prevent me from succeeding? As I'm looking for, risk 1 to make 2, if I am entering this position somewhere here, if I'm entering the break here, and I am risking the lows here, this is what I'm risking. As you can see, that's a lot of movement. So for me to be able to make my reward at 2, I have to move a lot higher. I'm going to even stop here at the 150 because I'm not interested to make an all-time high around the 480.50 area for this entry. So because of that, because we made a double top. If we had not made a double top, this was okay. I would have entered it. But because we made a double top and we are now making a lower high, that's the critical part, is we are making a lower high in this space. It is not safe to enter. If we break this area, and make now a higher high, so we have a low, a higher low, we have a high, and somewhere a higher high. If we see this, we could potentially enter. But if I were to enter something like this with just a little over an hour left in the market, and expecting to swing this position because an hour might not be enough. Sometimes it is. Sometimes there's a burst in the last hour, in the last half hour. But if I were to enter this, I would actually make my stop a lot tighter. This would be not full load, not even, my small load. It would be a very, very small position. And I'll make my stop below the low where I mark number 2. That's where I would make my stop, and I will go 2. Now this is something that's a little bit more manageable. 407.70 area, that's a manageable area, that's an achievable goal for a very quick last hour of the day trading. But the way that things are set up, we don't have any indication that says, hey, this pullback is really terminated, because we have made a lower high. That's the key part, right? The key part is we have a lower high here. That's really the key part why we're not entering the trade. And of course, the primary key part why we even decided not to enter this trade is because of this double top area. In the morning, around 8 something, around 7:15, between 7 and 8 Pacific time, I was seeing this double top. I was not comfortable entering a position, so I took that double top to mean we're gonna have a pullback, because we're at an all-time high. We're gonna have a pullback. We did have a pullback. The pullback seems to be terminated, but the confirmation of that termination will happen at the cross of these highs here. So once we make a new higher high with this higher low confirmed here, then we could potentially enter a small position. But it's okay not to trade. It's okay to be on the sideline. That's what I said this morning. No trade is a strategy by itself. So I just wanted to give you a quick live update where things stand for SPY. We have to let the trades come to us. We don't take the trades to the charts. We let the charts bring the trades to us. That's how we view it, so we can manage our risk accordingly. So just wanted to give you this quick live recap in the market today.